The federal government of Nigeria files 23-count charge against late Osinachinwachukwu's husband, Mr. Peter Nwachukwu. The federal government has instituted a legal action against Mr. Peter Nwachukwu, the husband of the late gospel singer Osinachinwachukwu. The Attorney General of the Federation slammed 23-count charge against Peter over the death of Osinachi. Peter was charged in accordance with the section of 104 and 379 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015. Osinachi died on April 8 after allegedly suffering domestic violence from her husband. Following her death, Peter was arrested while an autopsy was carried out. The National Hospital Abuja said that the result of the autopsy was released to the police. Peter has now been dragged before the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory FCT with culpable homicide, contrary to the section 221 of the Penal Code, which is punishable with DEATH. The case, with charge number CR/199/2022, was filed by the head of XEXUAL and Gender-Based Violence Department of Public Prosecution of the Federation Ministry of Justice, Mrs. Yewande Bola Awepotun. Federal government alleged that the defendant deprived the deceased of her personal liberty by restraining her movement and locking her up in the house. More so, it accused the defendant of subjecting the deceased to emotional, verbal, and psychological abuse, contrary to Section 14 (1) and of the VAP Act 2015. Federal government told the court that investigations revealed that the defendant denied Osinachi access to her money for medication and household necessities and thereby forced Osinachi into begging and borrowing. What a man! What a tragedy, and what a sad experience in the name of marriage. Now, over to the comment section. These are the reactions of people that are concerned over this particular judgment. Comments via my voiceover of the concerned people under this comment on social media. Official Kennedy said the man deserved to join her abeg. Why would someone be this wicked, denying her access to her own money for treatment? That's evil. Flawless 85 said good one. Another person said just only 23 counts. Simple Chioma said people talking about the effect it will leave on their children. What about the effect it will leave on them if he was left to live, knowing fully well that their dad had a hand in their mother's death? It will still be the same. Dato Sharon Cross said the kids don't need this type of a man as a father. Sinanti said denied her access to her money. Chai, the woman so foul. Jenny Cliff said I feel sad for the kids. FG never sentenced this man by street beating. Vanessa Simpson said women, I hope we all have learned our lesson and keep your money in a separate account that no one can deny you access to. RIP Osinachi. MS Alex said this is taking too far, Jare. This man supposed don't collect. Talawando commented and said use him to teach other men lesson. Joy Perry said I think said the man don't go jail since serves him right. Serves him right. I'm just spitting the poor kids, the kids, of course. Yankee Nightmare said justice must be served. Lady Skincare said your life is worth more than an abusive marriage. Just ignore what the society will say. Just leave. Aramide Dopeyemi998 said Abide never hang this man self. He who lives by violence shall die by violence. Skincare Flare Beauty said when I saw the 23 count charge against him, I know definitely it's going to be a DAETH sentence. RIP Inadi man. Another person said good evil man. Another person said serves him right. Beast in human form. Caramel Lucy said it's a welcome development. Another person said this matter still the road. Unapologetic sinner said anger don't cost a team his life. Chairman 67 said allow this man to go, please. The wife is gone. I believe he has learned his lesson all this while and in detention. Please let him go freely. They should just look for this Chairman 697. This man, now your brother be this Peter Nwachukwu, now so now they abuse women up and down. They should get this person and arrest the person, as I read on the comment. Local Bitcoin said Domestic violence is a no-no, Mrs. Ajogun said. Nice one to all you men that pound your wives like fufu. Learn from this. So Spicy Touches Empire commented and said, R.I.P. Osinachi. Pablo Watches said, she didn't deserve to die that way. Ladies, always have the courage to leave an abusive man. The Joy of Enugu commented, so they are still filing charges since. I thought by now this man was supposed to be sentenced. Lee Matt said he should stay there till eternity and only just pity his children, losing their mom and now their father is in prison. Trauma Pro Max. Kelmi said, charge am 50 charges, I beg. Spicy Jenny said, why put his children in such mess? Another person commented and said, and some mumu lawyers will come to defend a murderer. And somebody else said, emotional, verbal, and physical abuse. Why isn't physical abuse included? Lovely Day said, she brought a blessing to your life. Instead of worshipping and loving her and enjoying life with her and your kiss, you decided to torment her until she died. Somebody said, very good. Person named Na Bola. Official Blazer magazine said, why do they act fast on male cases? Chidema that confessed is busy doing beauty pageant. Every killer should be booked according to, regardless of the gender. Somebody else said, so what's the conclusion? Can he now die by, or cause the story just day too much? Somebody said, very good. Somebody else said, please, I don't understand. Can someone explain? And if you know Sabi read, come and watch my video and subscribe in the process. The only commendable action that this administration has ever taken, commented someone. 99% of Nigerian women got married to their abusers, all in the name of husbands. He really is a demon. No peace for the violent. Now the children will be orphans. She couldn't even avoid this by leaving the miserable marriage and choosing co-parenting. Stay away from toxic and violent people. A partner who restricts your movement, your freedom of expression and speech, self is toxic enough, not to talk of a partner who beats you. Someone else commented, beg and borrow on top of all her music streams money. Emeka Kwat said, Peter Okwute, everything. Rosie said, dear God, please console the children in these difficult times. How will they live the rest of their lives? That the whole dramas concerning their mom's death. Someone else commented, still it can't bring back the dead. I feel the children for she left behind. Let's see if you will use the fierce and ruthless power you used on your lovely wife, on the judge, on the police. Wickedness in high places. Another person commented, Adeyeni said, I hope they don't tell the story to her kids, cause I can't just imagine the trauma. Someone else is still screaming, saying no to domestic violence. Tomiwa Music said, he must be brought to book. The law must be served hot here, I beg. Sully Pretty commented and said, even with all this stated, this can't bring her back. Let God judge everything, but this man must suffer. Kalibambam said, this man is wicked. How can one human be this heartless? I have been wondering what is the outcome of this case. Justice must prevail. I feel bad for the kids, but this will serve as a lesson to other potential women beaters and abusers. Dozier Edezuno said, them still they romance him there. Plai said, autopsy here. I don't trust these people, Jare. He beats his wife and his kid confirms that's why they all needed. Normal diagnosis, them no fit do for the hospital. They can't they perform for autopsy. I am so glad that this case has started, and I'm so glad again that he was slammed 23 count charge, but I was anticipating 100, 200 or even 1,000 counts, whatever it is. Let this case comment, and I want to see the court sections. Possibly they should just go live on all the national televisions for we to see it how it happened. Whatever it is, let justice prevail as we plan for the burial of late Osinachinwachukwu. If you don't want to miss out on the live burial and every other thing that has to do with Peter Nwachukwu's case, keep on publicizing and promoting my channel by clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and also copy and paste this particular video clip on all your entire social media platform. And what do you think about this case? And what do you think about the 23 count charge that was meted on Mr. Peter Nwachukwu? I did want to go through your comments in the comment section as we keep on praying for the soul of Mrs. Osinachinwachukwu to rest with all souls in the name of Jesus. And may God give the children and the sisters, the siblings and the family and every concerned people all around the world the fortitude to bear this loss. R.I.P. Osinachinwachukwu. God grant your soul an eternal rest.